Yo, 1 2 1 2. This thing is on. Let's get to it. All right. For the Tauruses, for the Taurus energy, the cross watchers included. You're all welcome. Welcome back. For those of you who have just stumbled on this channel for the first time, I may cuss, but I don't curse. All right. So, well is what I mean, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. Feel me? Bars. That's my theme. You know what I mean? Bars. I'm fucking nice. So I might as well just write some new shit because I'm nice, B. But listen, I'm also aware that I'll lose subscribers because I say tits and nipples and stuff like that. And that's the risk. Sometimes you gotta risk it all. Some people risk it all for science. Some people risk it all for tits. I mean, whatever floats your boat. But thankfully, there's so many tarot readers in the community now that we can all choose from. But my apologies to the Tauruses of the world that are watching this, and you're just like, really, dude? Like, you had to say that on my reading? Bear with me, alright? Before I go into some of my stories about some Taurus chicks. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Although it would be fun, and I know you would be entertained by it. That's not what we're here to do right now. We're here to do a 4-card draw, and that 4-card draw is going to consist of a situation, an obstacle, the action recommended around that obstacle, and the outcome. We're doing outcomes today. Pause. All right? So, with that being said, now we're going to get to it. Okay, you don't want to shuffle. Stubborn. The cards are being stubborn. Why are the cards being stubborn? Taurus, you tell me. Why the... Stereotyping. Why are the cards being stubborn? This is the situation at hand. We have the 2 of Wands. All right. It's a path that you must take, Taurus. The world is waiting for you, whatever that means to you. And there's another thought process that, well, the community isn't waiting for me. So which is it? Is it the world? Is it the community? Or is it that the community is waiting for me, but the world's not ready for me? Which path is it going to be? And I think you're looking more towards the world, and the world is consisting of taking a trip somewhere. I get the feeling that the community is not so thrilled by what you got going on. And it could be, right? It could be because you haven't given it enough time, which is kind of awkward because we're talking about Taurus energy, but it's possible. It's possible. Maybe enough people in your community or your immediate vicinity don't know what it is that you do. And maybe it is a type of recluse type of business that you're running or thing that you have going on to where it's not a community thing. It's not supposed to be community-like. But nonetheless, you have this world view on what it is that you're doing or the decision that you are about to make. And if this is a relationship, possibly it is. You might want to bust a move to get closer to someone that you know. Maybe it's that. Maybe. But we'll draw more cards because I want to see what the obstacle is. Maybe that'll give us the deets that we need to unpack this more. We have the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, it's about a relationship, I'm gathering. This is more about a relationship. You're being indecisive. So while you're waiting in that 2 of Wands energy, this is a continuation of that indecisiveness. But it could be the both of you who are actually undecided and have some self-doubts. Maybe y'all are probably, this is what I'm picking up on. I think y'all are not talking enough. I think y'all are not being communicative enough. And I think someone should be bold enough to break the ice. This energy is looking like Taurus is probably going to be the first one to break the ice, because the situation for the Taurus energy is in the Wands energy. So I get that, sparking it off, setting it off, initiating it is the situation that's at hand. But whoever does it, whoever chooses to do it, it's something that's going to happen fast. This is going to be done quickly. Maybe 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months. And this is going to potentially prevent the self-doubt from pervading through either one of you, maybe through both of you. And I think what's also being said here is that you're not even totally aware of how y'all are slowing the process of getting together to do whatever it is that y'all are going to do. I don't know what that is about yet, but when fire is involved, it could be passionate. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting too much into your business and all that, but you know, the important thing to realize here is that you don't do each other like you've done, pause, someone else in the past. All right? Because the judgment card is here. So if you receive judgment for a prior relationship based upon some actions that, you know, could have been prevented, be mindful of that when you do encourage this relationship further. So let me see what action is recommended based upon this revelation. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We sure do. Okay. This may sound a little out of whack, but hear me out nonetheless. This is a trip that is going to take money from this area to pay for money over here in this area. And this is more than likely going to be something as mere as that bill's not getting paid this month because I'm taking the trip to go see my boo thing, or, you know, my business partner, whatever type of relationship it is. When you take this trip, that's what you're doing with you're swapping the money around. You're switching the money around. And yes, it's a selfish thing to do. It's a greedy thing to do. But it's warranted. It's warranted. You're going to make it fit the way that it's supposed to fit. Pause. But this is the action that's recommended. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to pull an outcome card. And we're going to find out what the outcome is going to be should you take the action that's recommended. All right? I'm laughing because sometimes when I do the full card draws, it's like, really, that's the advice to take? But hey, you know, it depends on your perception. You know, some people think things are good, other people think things are bad. We all have different moral compasses. Some of us share the same ones, but some of us don't. You know, what your right is might not be my right. What my wrong is might not be your wrong. You know, we might not be each other's cup of tea, and that's why they make coffee. Okay, I'm dragging it. But this is the outcome, which is more hilarious. It's the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So the outcome of this is going to be that it's going to be a waste of time. But yo, look, now that you know that, right? So I don't know if sometimes you see the memes on social media when they be like, God, send me a sign and I'm not supposed to go see this person. And then God will like send them 10 signs and they like, wait a minute, God, I don't think you heard me correctly. You know what I'm saying? Send another sign. And God has sent another very clear sign and they like, wait a minute, God, I think you need to take another look at this. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where you're like, really, God? Well, maybe you didn't hear me right. You're still going to go, or you're still going to do it. Even if it's just as simple as sending a message and starting a conversation with someone, the shit is going to go nowhere. It's not that it's going to go nowhere. Let me rephrase that. You're going to be disappointed with the effort that you made to do this because the ambition that you thought would be behind it is not going to be there. And it's going to be a waste of time because y'all should actually be doing something else that's more constructive with yourselves. It's just not the time. So what I'm getting from this is this first card with the wand energy. Sure, you're pondering, but it looks like the fire is going to get the best of one of you. All right, to the point where you're going to bust a move prematurely. Is pretty much what I'm saying. So I hope this helps everybody who watched. Until next time, I'm out.